All right, folks, take a look at this. Out of Disney Swiftie, Melinda, she's at Blue Kitty Girl. Magic Kingdom was lit today. You know, we just gotta enjoy this. Savor the moment that Melinda Disney Swiftie at Blue Kitty Girl says Magic Kingdom was lit today. Melinda, I want to thank you. You have combined everything we expected from that title into what you've, labeled. Anyway, folks, here we go. Here is yet another bonfire at the world's happiest place. Here's what we've got, and you can see it's at the Tomorrowland Speedway this time. Whoa, Nelly!
Oh, no. That's bad.
Hey, Jonas, I can't tell. Is that secretly a dragon float? Is Maleficent hiding in there?
They're promoting Fire and Ash.
Oh!
There you go. Yes, this is Tomorrowland Speedway if it's Magic Kingdom.
Hey, you can roast marshmallows.
Yeah, with pure diesel. Hey, I've turned the audio down. Oh, here they come now. They're going to put it out. I have turned the audio down because you all know that lovely noise that sounds like a jackhammer that rings from one end of Tomorrowland to the other at Disney World. Thank goodness that they destroyed Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island and didn't put the cars on top of the Speedway, which, you know, would have been pleasant and appreciated. Thank goodness they didn't do that, so we can continue. You know, you want the sound again, folks? Here's the sound.
It's a nice sound if you're close where you but if you're in Tomorrowland, it's an odd ringing in your ears.
Jonas, for me, when I'm in Tomorrowland, I like to hear the sounds of 1970s tiny automobiles and smell the delicious exhaust. And in this case, the exhaust just went up instead of out. That's what happened. A little bit of a vehicular, I don't know.
I'm also going to point out that original tweet that said that it was lit. It could have been a fire emoji. You know,
vehicular heartburn, Jonas.
Alternative take there. I do believe the handle actually had that on there. Looking at this, I'm glad they caught it. It seems like that fire extinguisher didn't get there too quick.
Do you think, MJ, they loaded somebody in there right after this? Do you think they just said, good enough, get in there, hop on in?
Probably. Sorry, they probably did just like put it out and then next.
What do you think when you go in, if you see this, and this is one of the prime times when you let the kid take the steering wheel and take the gas pedal, and you're about to get into one of these cars, and what happens to the one in front of you? By the way, this person looks like they're about to get in there. What feeling does that leave you with if one of these things might catch fire at any moment?
Can I just tell you something funny about this too? Because this is
guest members.
this is missed. Yeah, look at the level of excitement they have. Can I, Vash, as you get ready to bring up this next bit of info on the story, we have seen fire after fire after fire at Disney World, right? Epcot and Dragons and all this. Vash, these little tiny cars, they actually have gas in them. They run on gas. Gasoline is in the car. There is a fire in a tiny vehicle that features a gas tank, and nobody sits there for a minute and goes, wait a minute. A gas tank currently has a fire on it. I think we should evacuate the people from around this. I think we should be concerned and put this out with haste. Instead, they're looking at it like it's a cute little bonfire, Vash.
It's so weird. It is really so bizarre. I mean, the first bit of procedure that should have gone on here would be an evacuation of the load platform, obviously, and an evacuation of the actual attraction itself.
Do they not realize that a burning gas tank can explode? Do they not? Like if there was a random gas tank just sitting out there somewhere and lit on fire, would they have the same kind of reaction? I don't understand why human common sense didn't kick in and say, oh my gosh, gasoline's on fire, like right next to me.
I don't know. I think some people, unless they see like a big, propane, tank out there with fire, spewing from it, people they're not in the same state of mind. if encountering this in other places in the wild and so forth. If you're in Magic Kingdom, it's like, oh, it's all controlled. It's all fine. Even if there is a fire, it's going to be okay. So, people do have this kind of false sense of security when they are on Disney property. But you do have to be aware that these things are, either mechanical vehicles or gas-powered engines and so forth. And that kind of brings us to the other part of this story, which is, there was an LA Times article that was published by Sammy Roth going into the fact that they were alleging that Disneyland was going to replace their Autopia, at least those cars, from their gas engines to electric by 2026. And yet we've seen no statement or no announcement or proposal brought forth by Disney in order to accomplish this. But this does kind of highlight the either when you're talking about the Autopia or the Tomorrowland Speedway, how long into the future are these attractions going to sit with us? In Disneyland's case, Autopia sits on a huge plot of land that could be redeveloped for other things. And in Tomorrowland Speedway's case, it's very interesting because a lot of people were saying, well, if you're going to do cars, do it there. Why get rid of Rivers of America? And unfortunately, there hasn't been that much maintenance applied.
Vash, I just have to point out that there's a mechanical reason why they can't do that. And that's they're too small to install a turbocharger.
Oh, because they're turbocharging the parks. Oh, Jonas.
It's not bad.
Somebody turbocharged this engine. That's what happened here. I don't know.
Yeah,
It just makes you wonder, like, if a vehicle was on fire in the parking lot, would people just walk up to it and be like, the magic of Disney?
MJ, I want to.
They're just relaxing. I can't stop laughing because they're so like, it's there.
I mean, the Asian girl, man, I'm telling you, like, she is, within 20 feet, and she's just looking at like, oh, there's a gas tank on fire near me. What a day. What a day.
It's so
another day
interesting.
here at Magic Kingdom.
When cataloging the history of Disneyland and seeing how popular Autopia is and so forth, it was like a top 3 attraction for years, for like 40 years or something. It was crazy. MJ, I want to kind of get from you here, like, obviously maintenance has been kind of an issue because we shouldn't see anything like this occurring with Tomorrowland Speedway at all. But do the little ones like this, in your opinion? Is this worth keeping around here? Go ahead.
It's not. I like going in there. I'm like pro. I want the jerking when I get in. It jerks you like 100. I like the smell. I like the fact that they barely work. They don't go fast at all. They're just like, whatever, because it's my childhood. I love it. And the kids are like, not that excited about it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I call it what it is. But it would break my heart to see them go away. It really would. I just think it's funny. The cast members they don't seem like this bothers them at all. There's like no evacuation. It's just whatever to them. I think it's hilarious, but whatever, right? That's what we're here. We laugh about these things. It shouldn't be happening though. And we don't even know if somebody's gonna end up in that ride vehicle. Like, they didn't show it like trying to get moved out of the way a little bit from the queue line where there was actually people and kids waiting. So, it just goes to show you the level of the level of care they have for the guest experience. Sorry.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.